transformational reforms in education sector has been made by the central government. Evolution and education policy, if we just see, yeah, first it was started from 1948 to 49, 1 year. It was a university education commission was established. Immediately after a few years, a secondary education commission was also established. Then after that, by Kotari, DS Kotari Commission Committee, Education Commission has been established for 1964 to 66, between that period. And after after this, major education policy was made in 1968, that is National Policy on Education. And after that, by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, now 1976, education in current concurrent list had been added here. Central list and concurrent list will be there. So in concurrent list, it has been added, and then immediately in 1986, national policy on education has been started. Then after that, national policy on education 1986 was modified in the year 1992. Then after that, TSR Subramanian committee report has given in 2016. After that, Kasturi Rangan committee was also given in last year 2019, 31st May. So this is what lead to the national education policy 2020 establishment. And what is the consultation process here? So website is given already, www.mygov.in. Nearly 2.5 lakh gram panchayats and 6600 blocks, 6000 ULBs and 676 districts has been covered. So from May to October 2015, draft was made, and in 2019 in 22 languages with audiobook also released, and education dialogue with MPs from Telangana, Tamil Nadu, AP, Puducherry, Karnataka, Odisha has been made. And again, special meeting was conducted with the CAPE on last year September, and parliamentary standing committee was made on the HRD ministry under that. This is what the consultation process. And the next major reforms in higher education was here. Here comes the important draft from this. So 50% gross enrollment ratio by 2035. By 2050, it is assuming that nearly to 100% gross enrollment must be there, but it cannot be reached as of by 2035. By 2035, only 50% enrollment is going to happen. And holistic and multidisciplinary education and flexibility of subjects will be there. That means here you can enter multiple times and you can exit multiple times. How much time will be there? That for that period a certificate will be given here. And UG program is depending upon courses, 3 to 4 years are given, and PG is usually 1 or 2 year course will be there. And this in European countries, this process will be there. Usually PG program 1 or 2 year will be there, and that means doing MS in foreign. In European countries, most of the courses will be for 1 year also, mainly for BTech graduates. And integrated 5-year bachelor's to master degree or bachelor program has been made. That means within 5 years master's comes bachelor will be finished, and MPhil to be discontinued. MPhil cannot be there, so to replace that only integrated course has been made. And credit transfer, this is a very good concept here. How much good work you have done in 1 year will be added to the next year. So it is what transferring of credit transfer will be there here. So whatever credits you will be having, for example, any exam you have written you got a good marks, or any test you written you got a good marks, or any project you have made you got a good marks, and these all credits will be added, and again we will send it to the next, that means transferring will be done here. And the next research and intensive teaching intensive universities are going to be established, and many autonomous degree granting colleges are to be come in this session again. And model is multidisciplinary education and research university called as Meru will be there in every district. So this will establish a good research work in education field, and this is what that. And other reforms are here: graded autonomy academically and administrative and financial so it is a graded one here. So academic standards will be developed, administrative staff will be developed, and finances, any money purpose things are there means they will be allowing for that. And phasing out affiliation system in 15 years. So within 15 years affiliation will be removed, and so that only autonomous power will be given. It seems national mission on monitoring. So every university will be monitored under the national mission. Otherwise, education purpose, education universities nowadays we can see every university is having more or less standards. Only few are very excellent in India, and maximum people are not educating from universities but are coming out with many like dharnas, groups, teams. These will be avoided from the new national mission monitoring. So when we compare to foreign universities, in foreign universities 100% education will be there, but here in India, if you just see, universities are day by day becoming groups, making batches or otherwise this kind of thing. So to eradicate this all nonsense only in the universities, but in Delhi we can see in JNU universities, so total disturbances will be there. So because of that only national mission is going to monitor every university, and independent board of governors will be there. So they will be monitoring this all, and single regulator for higher education excluding legal or medical will be there. That means legal and medical will be kept separately from this regulation, and one self disclosure based transparent system for approvals and self inspections. So to inspect universities whether all the elements are there or not complying with the standards of the university, this self disclosure will be there online. Transparent method here. That means the photos will be sent to the database, so that they will verify whether the college is running with a good or not. And after that, here common norms for public and private are there. These are for college purposes, and private philanthropic partnership will also be there. And fee will be once fixed here by the regulatory framework. After that, no any exceeding of that. This will be helpful for poor and below BPL families also, very important, fixed, and that will regulate it. And public investment in educational sector will be reaching 6% of the GDP. Next one here, National Research Foundation will be established. Internationalization of education, integration of vocational courses, and a teacher and professional education will be setting up, and setting up a new quality HEIs has been made easier, very easier this year. Standalone HES and professional education institutions will be evolved into multidisciplinary in action, and special education zone will be made for a disadvantaged regions here. So disadvantaged region means the regions which are not affordable for everything, for that, and government will be assisting for that regions here, and will be helping very special education will be given, usually downtrodden areas or other very affected areas, like that. National Institute for Pali, Persian, and Prakrit, these will be going to be made, and National Education Technology Forum will be established here. Most important is that Ministry of Human Resource Development will be renamed into Ministry of Education. So this is what that means here. It is going to renamed as Ministry of Education. This is important for us. In case of UPSC, it is important that MHRD has changed into Ministry of Education. Next, this is very important here to know the Indian knowledge systems, languages, culture, values. So to protect our national interest and to protect our national culture, which is a sole responsibility. That means foreign nations will feel India is of an old tradition and a cultural tradition, having many languages in one religion, so many cultures in one religion, and many festivals in one religion. So it made the diversity of Indian system here. That means many countries will have one religion and one language, one festival. This makes no any difference in the foreign countries here, but in India itself, to see, in one religion only many languages will exist, many cultural differences will exist, and many traditional things will be there, and many festivals will be there. So these are all will be celebrated with the unity. So this is what we can see, unity in diversity here. So meaning of unity is that later after that Muslims and Christians and Parsis like that, and Jains, and so Buddhists. These people with the religions have been filled in India and made even more diverse. Uh, so before this invasion, India stood like a more diversified nation for the world. Now with all the religions, it made a still more diversified thing here. So for that, from this perspective, what is going to happen here is that focus will be there on the literature. So our languages, literature, scientific vocabulary of Indian languages will be made, and language faculty also will be made. Research on languages will be there. Why? Because here extinction of languages we are seeing here. To protect our languages, research is also going on, and it strengthens our national institutes for promotion of classical languages here. So Indian government has classified some Indian languages into classical thing here, so that languages will be protected. And Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation is most important, IITI. Why? Because to translate one news from government to many different languages, and every issue is transferred into many languages. And then cultural awareness also most important in the new education and policy, that means national educational policy 2020. And of our Indian knowledge systems will be made here. And promotional of promoting of traditional arts, lok vidya is most important. This also school or school complex to have artists in the residence is also going to establish. Total the flavor of India will be made in this context here in the new education policy. This is most important here. So we can protect our India from all the areas here by cultural aspect, language, literature, this all. And the use of technology in educational planning, teaching, learning, assessment, this is important here. Technology, that means the IT is involving in our educational thing here. That is the most important. That means nowadays we can see in corona pandemic, classes are going online always, so we will prepare for online apparatus for everything, online setup for every educational institution during this uh, pandemics. Is like, or pandemics if it gets, or natural calamities. So area to area in the India, only area to area will be given priority, and then by it explains all the uh, topics or otherwise lessons, or depending upon the educational style the student takes. So this all will be explained by that. And after that, what will happen here, then administration management also will be made. Regulation of self disclosure, minimum human interface, increasing access of disadvantaged groups, Divyang friendly education software. This is also most important. So for disabled persons here, Divyang persons, our government has been made most important thing with IT technology. So how they can get, this is very thankful for them. And I think that this will be the highlighting for the policy. E-content in regional languages and virtual labs will be there, as I said about this IT technology softwares. So this will help for that. That means for this to bring in the future, we can see that schools are going to collaborate with many computer systems and IT things related. National Educational Technology Forum is going to be made. It will look after all this technology. And digital equipment, equipping schools, teachers, students, as I said, now only here digitally they are going to train for all members. We can know nowadays any game, if it comes in the market, students are addicting for the games. So why not to the education? So that will be there. And use of technology and major reforms, if you say that universalization of early childhood care education is going to be set up, and national mission on fundamental literacy and numeracy is also going to be established for that. And 5 plus 3 plus 4 pattern, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 pattern, that means here integrated 15 years of education is going to be planning here. So the circular basis and pedagogical structure will be there. Pedagogical means here about the behavior of the student, or entire will be given. And the curriculum to integrate 21st century skills, mathematical thinking, and scientific temper is to be made. Here too much scientific temper is also very dangerous. Why? Because it disturbs the cultural identity of our India also. So they will protect, government will protect about misusing of the scientific temper word. So everything will be linked to the educational system, and cultural disturbances will be there. So proper norms will be given. No rigid separation between arts and science, between curricular and extracurricular activities here. So flexibility will be there to go from one art to another art, or course to another course here, between vocational and academic streams. And the education of gifted children will be there, given. That means expert students will be there for in some classes. So education will be given perfectly for them. Gender inclusion fund will be there. And KGBB is upgrading to class 12th, like in case of Tamil Nadu. We can see Tamil Nadu education is already run up with plus 2 education in the schools itself. That means from nursery to 12th class they will be in one school, which they can learn in one school. And reduction in curriculum to core concepts. Core concepts are most important, updating with current affairs and current related and contemporary issues, that is going to be made. And vocational integration from 6th class onwards only, vocational intentional education will be there. And after that, new national curriculum framework for in ECE, school teachers adult education. Board examinations will be low stakes based on knowledge application only. Knowledge, if it is there already in if we see in best example in Telangana, this process is already going on under CC pattern, continuous comprehensive evaluation, where the student gets no question from the textbook, only will be giving own. So the student, when he understands the question, then he can answer that answer. So this is going to be very good. Medium of instruction till grade 5 is Telugu or Tamil or any mother language only, that is compulsory made. Very good thing it is. Why? Because people can understand the basic language, mother tongue language, and all the then he can translate into any international languages. 360-degree holistic progress card of a child will be given all round. That means in education, in cultural activities, in exercises, in yoga, everything will be given. Dances, that all will be there. Very good. Tracking student progress for achieving learning outcomes. This we can see nowadays in KVS, Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan schools are there usually. National Assessment Center, Parak is going to be made, and NTA to offer common entrance exam for admission to HAIs, higher education institutions. And the national profession standards of teachers and PST, book promotion policy and digital libraries is very good. Already in some of the institutions it is already inaugurated digital libraries in some areas. Privately also it is going on. Transparent online self disclosure of public oversight and accountability. Everyone can see our marks or our progress record upon little personal details of this national education policy. And outcomes of this will be universalization of ACCE to secondary education policy by 2030, aligned with SD Sustainable Development Goals 4, attaining foundational learning and numeracy skills through national mission by 2025. Very soon it is going to be made. And 100% GR in pre and secondary level by 2030, bringing back the crore out of people, school children. Teachers to be prepared for assessment reforms by 2023 only. That means within 3 years school teachers are going to be assessed. Already NIOS platform has given much trainings to private teachers also. So here government teachers also going to be trained even better. And inclusive equitable education system by 2030, and board exams to test core concepts and application of knowledge. That is very nice here. Every child will come out of the school and adapt in at least one skill. This is one thing, that at least one skill means either in case of education or arts or otherwise painting or any kind of things, or sports, computers, technology, anything will be there. Computer common standards of learning in public and private schools. That's also very good outcomes of the national educational policy 2020. And these are the committee members are there. Nearly 9 members are constituted by the chairman of Kasturi Rangan. Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan has chaired this committee and has much experience of that. And after that, Vasudha Kamath, Manjul Bhargava, Ram Shankar Cornell, Kattimani, Krishna Mohan. So these are all like that. Sridhar Rajendra Prasad. So all are there here, committee members. This is all about National Educational Policy 2020.